Assalamualaikum and good day. This is a project video presentation by Group 2 for the course class of Advanced Traffic Engineering, course code BFC40503. This project is regarding the SIDRA Software traffic analysis recently conducted on the Sempadan Laut intersection here in Parit Raja. The members of Group 2 are as shown.
So my name is Aina Nasrin binti Nordin. Okay, for our case study is about an intersection which is also known as an at-grade junction. Is a junction where two or more roads come together. Major crossroads are frequently marked with goals and can be categorized according to road segments, traffic signals, and the lane layout. The term intersection refers to all modifications to the normal usual cross-sections of the intersecting roadways. Intersections are critical component of the roadway system and frequently act as checkpoints on the transportation system, which is design, balancing act of various elements and constraints, aiming to produce a solution that address mobility safely.
Assalamualaikum. Next, we will go to the methodology part. For the methodology part is where we discuss all the method or procedures that we use to achieve the objective that has been set up for this project. In this project, we have three methods or three procedures that will be used. The first one is the selection of intersections, field observations, and also the data analysis. Okay, next, let me explain in more detail for each procedure that we use. First and foremost is selection of intersections. The intersection were chosen based on the criteria needed for this project, which is based on the project instruction and the element needed by SIDRA Software. The selected intersection for this project is intersection of Sempadan Laut, Parit Raja, which is near the Hotel Pintar Parit Sempadan. And this intersection was selected because it fulfilled all the requirements needed by the SIDRA to achieve the objective of this study. Okay, next is the field observations, which is for me is the crucial step for this project. The observation was made or done for 1 hour, and the observation was made at the higher place because it's clear and easy for us to collect all the data needed. So the selected intersection was divided into 4, which is east, north, south, and west. Because to make the data collection process more easier, the element and data that have been collected were volume of intersections, lane geometry, passing, and also timing. For this project, we divide the vehicle category into 2, which is light and heavy vehicle. As you can see, the table below shown the vehicle category which is for the light vehicle we have motorcycles, cars, and vans, and for the heavy vehicles we have trucks, lorries, and also bus. Okay, last but not least is data analysis. For this project, we use SIDRA intersection software to analyze all the data collected, and we use this software because it was used for the intersection and network capacity, level of service and performance analysis, signalized intersection, etc. All the data collected was put in SIDRA to determine the level of service of the selected intersection in order to achieve the objective for this project. Here is the example of the interface of the SIDRA software, and here is the example of the analysis from that we will get from the SIDRA.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Umar Hamzah, matrix number CF190168, and I will be continuing on this project's results and analysis. From the recordings and through the use of Google Earth measuring tools, this project was able to produce a layout model of the intersection in the SIDRA software, as well as inputting in its respective geometrical measurements as can be seen. The intersection contains approach and exit lanes of singular and multi-lanes. Medians were present in only the north and south approach lanes only. The intersection, however, did not utilize slip-by lanes whatsoever. For the intersection's phasing and timings, stopwatches and runtime of the recordings were used to identify the intersection's phases and traffic signal timings, as can be seen. From the observation, the intersection was established to be of three-legged phase, all of which was inputted in the SIDRA software along with its timings. Once all relevant intersection data were obtained and inputted, they were processed and analyzed by the SIDRA software. The results showed that the observed Sempadan Laut intersection at the peak hour of 5 in the evening had severely low level of services, both in terms of delay effects and degree of saturation. This meant that the intersection was heavily congested as well as being of higher volume demand than its capacity could currently hold. Risk of conflicts can potentially be occurred with such low condition as being of F level of services, as can be seen from the tables shown. A clearer SIDRA generated graphic of the intersection and their lanes corresponding level of services can be seen as in the figures below in terms of both delays and degree of saturation.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zafrullah bin Zaminan. My metric number is TF190055. So today I would like to discuss about the discussion for our project for the signalized intersection. Based on the results, level F were obtained for the LOS of each lane by using SIDRA software. This showed that the traffic flow intersection was bad and forced traffic flow in which the amount of traffic approaching a point exceeds the amount that can be served. LOSF was characterized by stop and go wave, poor travel times, low comfort and convenience, and increased accident exposure. Next is the factors for the decreased LOS. There were some factors that contributing to the worst of LOS. Firstly, the lateral obstruction when the objects were located near the edge of the roadway or in the median. This has the effect of reducing lateral spacing because the driver tends to move away from the objects. For example, the passengers' cars from the lane E tend to move away from the other passengers' cars from lane W that were in the median during the red traffic light. Next is the traffic composition at the signalized intersection. The presence of trucks, bus or anything other than passenger cars can reduce the flow due to the size, operating characteristics and interaction with other vehicles. From the observations, there were a lot of heavy vehicle types pass through the chosen intersection during the peak hour, and this affect the LOS for our project. So next is some recommendation to increase the level of service at the selected intersection and reduce traffic congestion. Can provide a systematic traffic control system. The green wave concept implies that there will be a traffic green light wave in every closely linked signalized intersection, which will be followed by one another as people travel from one signalized intersection to another. Other than that, build alternative highway or more routes with proper traffic plans using hierarchy on the road system in the area. The design of road system must be changed or redesigned by traffic engineer, especially in terms of number of lanes per direction, which need to be increased. Therefore, further study and projects should be implemented with the following mitigations, such as to propose a suitable and efficient hierarchy road system in rural and suburban areas, to provide a systematic traffic control system in the urban area, and to provide various or multitude modes of transportation needs or demands. That's all from me. Thank you.
In a conclusion, all the existing conditions for the 4 selected intersections based on the above mentioned criteria fail after the analysis with level of service rank F. which is the worst. Therefore, an optimization was evaluated with the addition of one lane to a particular approach or the whole leg of the intersection. The program was processed again to get a new output. Some of the intersection passed based on flow scale criteria and failed for sensitivity criteria and design life. All the lanes within each leg of the intersection are expected to pass with a minimum level of service class D. Where these conditions are not satisfied, the intersection was converted to a roundabout, which is more economical with sufficient the level of service.